No big deal. And Jenna, you guys wait till you see her cute babies. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here we'll do this again. Okay, you guys can see the screen?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about the 5-minute presentation. And besides basic qualifying questions, you guys, I think this is the most important tool that you will have in your toolbox, along with, I mean, all of them have been great, and you guys have seen how they've been able to link together. But this one is especially special, and you really want to take some time to master it because it can be used in so many ways, okay? So before we go into that, let me just review what we've learned. We learned some prospecting scripts or some verbiage patterns. I hate to call them scripts because we don't want you really memorizing them. We want you to understand them, right? Those are used to create interest. So we learned how to create interest. And then we learned how to buffer and use easy exits to take the pressure off so that you didn't have to feel like you were being pushy, but you were being professional. And I know that a lot of you, that's really, really helped as well. And then we talked about inviting people to events and opening up a conversation. And we learned that the reason why that works is because anytime you invite somebody, whether they come or not, it still opened up the conversation and you move forward with them, whether they come to an event or not. Speaking of events, we learned that events maximize our time. And this is also the best way to create duplication because people come, they have fun, they say, gosh, if she can do it, I can do it. Or if he can do it, I can do it. So it also is the place that we build relationships. It's really hard to build relationships over a text message. So when we can get face-to-face and see people's cute smiling face and give them a hug and feel warm bodies, clink wine glasses and things like that, that's really where we start to see our teams start to grow and more people be more excited about the information. And then just so you guys know, when you know and you actually use the tools, this puts you in the top 1% of all network marketers. What do you guys think about that? Think that's true?
I would agree. I've heard other people try to do calls and so on, and it's scary out there. I hate to pick on the Herbalife people, but that's primarily who I've, they'll chase you down the aisle trying to get you to try Herbalife. So.
And you run as fast as you can. So we don't want to be that way. We don't want to feel that way. We don't want our people to feel that way. So that's why we use these little skills and we learn them and we use them. And again, if you don't do it perfect or you forget, you come home and you go, oh, I should have said this or I should have said that. That's how you learn. So you will get better the more that you use them, and you'll find the ones that kind of are your go-to, okay? So the 5-minute presentation is really best for you to use before you send people to your website, okay? It's kind of a pre-qualification tool, really. Most powerful script we have, what's great about it is you can use it standing in front of an audience or you can use it one-on-one. You can use parts of it or you can share the whole thing. You can use it for prospects for the product or the business, or both, actually. You can use it at social events and on the go. You know how sometimes we've got the holidays are rolling up on us very quickly here, and people will say, well, what do you do? And you guys go through, well, do you know how? And all of that. And they say, well, gosh, and they want to know more, but maybe it's inappropriate at the time. Maybe you're at somebody's wedding. This is a great place to do the 5-minute presentation and really later get an appointment with them, okay? So that you can give them some information, but then you can say, gosh, you know what? Isn't it great to be at the wedding? Hey, let's go get some champagne or whatever, okay? So what is your objective outcome? You want your outcome that you want to have happen from this is you want some more time with them, or sometimes you can just sign them up right on the spot. That happens for me now more than it did when I started using this, and I would say most of the time now. So you really, you're doing it because you want to kind of pre-qualify them, make sure they're interested, and then have a half an hour where, their mind and their ears are open and they're interested in talking to you. And that can be on the phone. Maybe you've done this and then you've sent them to your website and their ears and their mind are open and you can now call them and have some time with them afterwards. Or maybe it's coffee, or maybe it's them coming to a presentation, okay? So basically you're talking to someone who wants the information.
So Reagan, is this the perfect time for that person that is just like, well, what is it? What is it?
Exactly. What is it? What is it?
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm going to give you a little transition for that here in a second. Now,
Okay.
you have to remember with this, remember, you're busy. Whose time do we most respect?
Ours.
Our own, because we can't respect anybody else's if we don't respect our own. So we're all busy, right? And if you're too available and you can drop everything right now, unless it's just a special circumstance where you really have the time, it's really not attractive, okay? So if you have the time, I mean, there are places to do that, but most of the time you're on the road, you're picking up your kids, you're going to an appointment, you're teaching a golf lesson, whatever it is, getting ready for a class. You want to give them a little bit more information, but you don't want to give them too much information, okay? So less is more, and our whole purpose here is just to raise their curiosity and get agreement to be able to share more information with them, okay? So here is our goal is to get 5 yes responses. If they keep saying yes, guess what they're going to do when you ask them if they're ready to get started? You're going to say yes. Yeah. So it also helps us find common ground with the prospect. So we know why we're sharing information with them. They know why they're asking for it in the first place, and they understand that this could help them, so they're interested. It also helps to eliminate when someone is interested now, but then they no-show later. Has anybody ever had that happen where somebody says, yes, 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 and then they just kind of disappear, don't return your phone call?
Mm-hmm.
No fun. And so this helps that because we've really done a little bit of pre-qualification with them, and they've said yes 5 times. So chances are they're not going to go home and have their husband or their friend or whoever say, what? I did network marketing and it didn't work for me, and that stuff's a scam, blah, 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 because we've given them enough information that they can not have to even listen to it, okay? And again, you do not need to memorize this, just understand it. And I'm going to give you a fun little formula at the very end of the call. I know some of you know it, so don't give it away. That will help you to remember the format, okay? Here is, acronym, I should say. Here is the format for the 5-minute presentation. Company, you're going to talk about the company first. Then you're going to talk about our product or service, how they would make money. Okay, notice it's about them, okay? How you are going to assist or train them. By the way, something I picked up from re-listening to some of the material that we learned that I could turn around and teach you is, and I missed it before, but I thought it was great. What we don't want to say is, I'm going to help you. It sounds like you're going to do everything for them. We will assist people. Do you guys feel the difference?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to share, what is the cost or the obligation? How do they get started? What's it cost? Okay. That's the format. And then here is the formula. First, we're going to tell them the features. Then we're going to define the benefits for them. We're also going to share how it benefited you or yourself. And then ask if they agree it would benefit them. And whatever you share, it needs to be genuine and it needs to be your truth, okay? So you don't need to make up a funny thing. If you don't have a I died yesterday and I'm alive today story because it just hasn't been good, I would say. So a lot of people are like, oh, well, I didn't really, I just took it because it made sense to me, but I haven't felt any different. That's my story. It's always been my story, and that works just fine. Okay. Now, if you've had something that really radically changed, or you went to the doctor and they said that your blood works like a 20-year-old like Carol, that's something you're going to share because it's true. All right. So the number one question they're thinking when especially if you're talking to them about joining your team is, can I succeed? Okay. That's really what they're thinking. So we get so worried about what we're going to tell them, all these facts and figures, but it's not about the products, not about the company. It's that you have to communicate how they can become successful. Okay. So you have to answer this first and foremost. And then you must relay your excitement. If you're not excited about it when you're talking to them, they're probably not going to be excited either. So you want to be excited. Okay, and somebody's got a guy talking in the background. If you guys would mute, that'd be great. Okay. So here's a little transition. Somebody saying, no, what is it? What is it? What is it? You can just say, well, I'll tell you what. Do you have maybe 5 minutes right now? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a 5-minute overview and you tell me if it would be worth your time for us to meet. Fair enough? Can you guys do that? Okay, so we'll just read it one more time. So I'll tell you what, if you have 5 minutes right now, I'll give a 5-minute overview and you tell me if it would be worth your time for us to meet. So again, it's all about them, okay? Now I'm gonna read this to you. Okay, I know you guys can read, but I know some people are just listening. So remember, the first thing is the company, and we're gonna be talking to them about features and the benefits. So I just kind of threw this together. I might say something about the company like this. When I first learned about the Juice Plus company, I was skeptical about whether I could be successful, and I worried about putting my credibility on the line. But when I found out that Juice Plus is a 46-year-old debt-free company, I knew it was solid and a credible business. And what this means to you is that we are way past that critical stage where a lot of companies fail. And then, of course, being debt-free means that we're going to get paid on time every time. We are currently operating in a global market, and because of our strong management team, we are currently in the entire United States and in over 20 countries. And the reason I tell you that is because you can work your business almost anywhere in the world today. So with this kind of stability and credibility, you can rest assured that you'll be able to build a lifelong recurring monthly income and know that your business will be built to last. In fact, it took me just 2 years to create a 6-figure income that I love. And I also love that I get to help people do the same thing while also making an impact in the health of many others along the way. And then the most important thing is asking the question. This is question number 1, the first just. As you think about partnering with a company, can you see how aligning yourself with a proven track record makes sense? So do you guys see where we've got the features and the benefits? And did I go through that formula where I shared the features and the benefits and my personal story and how it would benefit them? Do you guys see that?
Totally.
So, yours doesn't have to be this way. You guys just think about what is it about the company. In fact, right now, if you've got a piece of paper, what is an important feature of the company that you really appreciated, that made sense to you, that when you started with our company? Somebody share.
They always paid on time.
And that was important to you when you started, Patty?
Well, no, I guess not. Maybe not right away. Gosh, I'm not sure if I know.
I'll go.
Right.
One of the things that was important to me was I didn't have to carry inventory. I didn't have to do all the paperwork. I didn't have to do like end of the year summary type things. I just had to take orders.
I love that. I think I'm going to change mine to yours.
I would agree, Carol.
That was because I had done other network marketing things, and it was just, sorry, but it was just, they were all a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Sorry, but they were just all, I had a basement full of stuff, and it was awful.
So
It was awful. So that was a real relief.
So Carol, great job. So when you talk about you didn't have to carry paperwork, carry inventory, you didn't have to do paperwork. Can you now tell me what the benefit to me would be? Can you now say it that way?
Can I say it? What? I didn't hear you.
Can you make it a benefit to me?
Oh, well, and I've said this before to people. It's so easy that you will love however they take care of everything for you, and all they do is deposit your check in your bank account. It's so easy for you. There's no reason why you shouldn't give it a try.
Awesome. Perfect job. So you shared your experience. Like I think what I would say is that, I had other network marketing experiences, and honestly, the inventory and the paperwork drove me crazy. But when you join in with Juice Plus, they do everything for you. So you won't have to worry about carrying inventory. You won't have to worry about doing paperwork. It's just so easy. I think that's beautiful. Anybody else? Have somebody else give it a go. What's something that was important to you about the company or something that you really appreciate?
I appreciated that I didn't have to be a guinea pig, and neither did my kids, because they had done the research, and I didn't have to worry about putting my reputation on the line when I shared it with my friends and family. I knew that they had already done that.
So do you think that that would fall under company or product for you?
Maybe the product.
Okay, that's good though.
But the company does, the company has done all the research.
Yeah, so put that in.
I don't know.
Why would that make sense to me? Can you put that in a phrase that it would be a benefit to me? I like the credibility piece. I think you hit on that one.
Well, you don't have to put your credibility on the line. The company's done all the research for you, and you don't have to worry about your friends or family being a guinea pig.
Love it. I think it's great. Let's do one more on the company, because I think this is one that people tend to get hung up with. Somebody do.
I really like that it's low cost to get started. Like, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get started. You just get to pay $50 and you have a website, you have everything.
Excellent. So share with me, that was great putting it as a benefit to me, but share with me your experience. Maybe you were worried about getting started because of the money, but what I found was that it was really affordable, right? You could do something like that.
Yeah, and I've done other network marketing things, and they want you to spend all this money, and with Juice Plus I didn't have to do that.
Yes, and continue on, and then tell me what you just said.
What?
So now make it about me. So keep going. Great.
So if you were interested in joining a company like this, when you decide to join this company, it's very low cost. It's only $50, and they do all the work for you. You get a website, and everything's taken care of.
Fantastic job. Excellent. You guys, isn't that great? Okay, next one is the product. Okay, and I'm going to do the long one because I'm trying to give you guys different ideas. Okay, we have a focused product line with a message of inspiring healthy living around the world. And what this means to you is that you don't have to be experts on a lot of different products. We help people to flood their body with fruits and vegetables and optimize their nutrition with whole foods so that they can have more energy, become a better athlete, or avoid going to the doctor. There are over 30 published medical studies by leading research institutions that verify that Juice Plus supports better health. So we don't have to do any aggressive selling, just educate about the benefits. There's even a program where when a health-minded parent takes Juice Plus, they can partner with a child, and the child can get theirs Juice Plus for free for up to 4 years. Now, I should have done something different here. I should have changed that into, you don't have to do any aggressive selling. You just educate about the benefits. Okay, so that's something I would need to change there, right? And you guys can just see then my own experiences down here is Juice Plus completely changed the way my family eats, and we save so much money because our kids stopped getting as sick as often. And I might even add something in there, and I think you'll notice changes in your kids' health too. So, and then the question, can you see where being able to bridge the gap between what we do eat and should eat makes sense, not only to take it for yourself, but also to share the health benefits with people you care about? Looking for the second yes. So don't forget the question. That's the most important thing, right? So let's do a couple product ones. Who wants to give it a go? What do you love about Juice Plus? What's a feature and a benefit to me?
I love the fact that it's whole food, and it carries a nutrition label, not a supplement label. So the benefit to you is you can rest assured that you're flooding your body with 30 whole fruits and vegetables.
Excellent job, Missy. Awesome. Okay, so now on this one, I want you guys to go ahead and ask the question. What's the question, Missy?
Can you see how taking Juice Plus would relieve the pressure of bridging the gap between what you eat and what you should eat?
Sure. Absolutely, I can see that. Awesome. Good job. Somebody else. it can get very uncomfortably quiet if nobody starts. Okay, somebody give it a try. What else did you guys like about Juice Plus? What made sense to you?
Reagan, when I first heard about Juice Plus, I wasn't sure what it was, and it sounded to me on first hearing that it sounded like a vitamin. And when I realized that it wasn't, I realized in my own nutrition that I was not eating enough fruits and vegetables. So it made a whole lot of sense to me, because I thought, well, if it's not a vitamin, it's not going to make me sick to my stomach, then it really could help my nutrition level. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, now keep going and make that a benefit to me. I love your personal experience there. Now give it to me.
And what this means to you is that, I don't know, it kind of is like in the same bridging the gap thing, like Missy was saying,
That's okay.
that when you don't, I don't know how to phrase it.
Well, why would somebody need that in their body?
For more energy, for feeling better, for having
Yeah.
better skin, hair, and nails, and better bathroom habits. And
So just phrase that as, gosh, and when you take Juice Plus, you'll get to experience more energy, better bathroom habits, better skin, better nails. Okay, so you got it. So now ask me a question that gets me to agree to that.
Can you see where being able to get more fruits and vegetables into your body makes sense, so that you can have better hair and better skin and nails and better bathroom habits, and have a whole lot more energy than you currently do?
I do. That's awesome. Great job. Good job, you guys. Thank you guys for stepping up, because when you do it here and it's a safe place, you're going to be able to do it later. Okay, so don't be afraid. Please take a turn. Okay, here we go with the money. Okay, have you ever referred somebody to a good movie that you just watched? Yeah. Well, did they go? Well, yeah. I always like to ask this. Did the theater send you a thank you check for sending them the business? And they always laugh. I say, wouldn't you like it if they did? We refer people to good products and services all the time in our daily lives. I know I'm always happy to help someone out when I can. What's really fun is that you can make a difference for others and earn a significant income just by sharing the products, simply sharing the products. The more people that you refer to Juice Plus, the more money you make. Simple as that. And when someone you share with joins your team and they share the products too, you help more people and you earn an override. Can you see how by simply sharing the products and helping others can easily create a really nice income stream? Would you guys say yes to that? So somebody give it a go. What is it you like about the money? Or what would you say about the money?
I love that the money directly reflects the amount of people that I've helped
I like that.
live a healthier life, and honestly, have a more fulfilled life, not only just through health, but through fulfillment. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so can you now make that a benefit to me?
I don't know. I don't know how to do it the opposite way.
No, the more people you help.
So the more people that you help to live a healthier life, the more money that the company gives to you.
So that.
And so that
You can create a really nice income stream.
so that you can create a really nice income stream, helping others live a healthier, more fulfilled life.
Ask me a question.
Can you see how by simply sharing our products and helping people live a healthier life, you can create a very significant income stream for yourself?
Absolutely. Great job. Love that. Anybody else? Anybody trying to stay home with their kids, maybe? Anybody trying to get out of another job or retire earlier? Who wants to give it a go? Okay, I'm gonna move to training. Okay, you guys have to work on that one, but don't be afraid to talk about the money, you guys. Okay, training. I'm one of the busiest people I know, and I was worried about whether I had time to do anything with Juice Plus as a business. What I found was I could share in stolen moments and a few focused efforts, and there was so much support to help me to learn how to do that professionally. You know, we know people are busy, and we also know that in order to share our products and build a team, we need to know how to do that with integrity. Isn't that right? We have a wide menu of training options to assist you in creating success in your business. You'll have access to me one-on-one, and together we will create a plan that works for you. We also have live weekly calls, online videos, blah, 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 blah. You guys can see that. Can you see we're having great support and a wide variety of ways to learn how to do this helps us to fit into your life so that you can be professional and successful. Okay, what do you guys like about the training? I got a lot to cover, so be quick. Let's go.
Hey, Reagan, when I was talking to my sister this past weekend, you know, she used to work for us full time, 6 days a week, probably, you know, 50 hours a week or something like that. And now she's going to be working for the next pro, but she's only going to be working part time, maybe 30 hours a week or so. And she was talking about all of her lack of income. I know this is kind of going back to the money, but she's basically was, you know, when we got past that point, she was kind of talking about how that she didn't really know how to share Juice Plus or who to share it with or whatever. So, and then she kept on talking about, well, I don't have any time and things like that. So I wish I could remember my exact words to her, but I remember saying something similar to this, saying that, you know, on the days that she didn't have to work, we could team together and work together. And as she was doing the events together with me, she would be learning how to do those things.
I love that. That's an awesome thing, a buddy system, right?
Right.
You're not alone.
Right. So can you see we're doing the events together with me and having the support and learning as we go, and you can fit it into your life when you're not working or when you have those days off. You could become professional and be successful and be able to fit this into your life and enjoy it and have a good time doing it.
Excellent job. I love that. I love when we do this together because that's when I want to change mine now too. Fantastic. Okay, options for getting started. We've got to give them options for getting started. Okay, so most of the people we talk to will just be interested in the products. When you join as a team member for $50, you can receive a percentage of the volume of your own orders and any orders from those you share with. In other words, this would be your customer base. Or when you share casually with those you care about, you can cover the cost of your own Juice Plus and even make an extra few $100s. There's even a $100 bonus when you share with 2 households outside of your own as a way of saying thank you for inspiring healthy living. Or 3, if you're like me, you see where everyone really needs to eat more fruits and vegetables, and you may want to create a significant income. There are more bonuses and higher commission levels that you can achieve when you partner with me, and together we will create a plan that works for you in the time you have, and I'll assist you in creating a significant reoccurring income over time. You know, our goal is that you have a great experience no matter what level of participation you choose. We can discuss more about that. We can discuss more about what would be the best for you, and can you see how most of the people that you expose it to would have one place or the other? They could choose to be a customer, they could share casually or create a significant income. Does that make sense to you? So do you guys see how you can close with 3 options? People like options, but I'm still asking that last 5th yes question. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Can you guys use this? Okay, so we don't stop there. There's one more thing. Now we want to find out where they're at. May I make a suggestion? What's that called?
Asking permission.
Asking permission or a buffer. Yes. Okay. May I make a suggestion? Why don't you and I and Sally meet up at Starbucks and I'll lay it all out for you and you can decide if it's a fit for you. Does that sound good? Or how does that sound? Whatever you want to say. Okay. when is a good time to get together? And that's when I'm going to pull my calendar out. I'm going to make the appointment and say, gosh, I've got some time tomorrow, or I've got some time on Saturday morning, which is better. And I'm going to fit it into my calendar. Okay, we'll find a mutual time. Okay. Now, what if they say no to the yes questions? God forbid. Okay. It happens. They just disqualified themselves. You want to go ahead and finish your 5-minute presentation. Be grateful that you didn't have to waste your time chasing them or doing a full presentation that took you, half an hour to an hour. Okay? They're not a prospect.
Can't you also say, if you really want to, you could say, may I ask why? Why?
If you know them well enough, right?
If you wanted to play along with that, you could ask why.
Good. Okay. Now remember, though, you're trying to get it done in 5 minutes. If they say yes, they just elevated themselves as a quality prospect, and it's going to be worth your time to spend more time with this person. And guess what? They just said yes 5 times, and the odds are they'll say yes to joining your team, or at least getting on the product. Okay? Do you guys see how that works? Okay, how do we remember all these things? What was the company? Was it product? What was it? Well, we're going to remember Crazy Pete, okay? Crazy Pete. Crazy means product. Crazy means company. C is for company. Crazy company, okay? P is for Pete. Munches is for money. Tiny is for training. Oreos, options for getting started, okay? Crazy Pete munches tiny Oreos. So I always just have that on 5 of my fingers. That's 5 things. And I just go, okay, well, I'm going to talk to them about the company. So I may know a little bit about them. I know they might be skeptical. I know they might have had a bad network marketing experience. And I might say something like, I had 7 other network marketing experiences. And so I was very skeptical. But what I found out was that when Juice Plus is a 46-year-old debt-free company, and what that means to you is you're not going to have to worry about your credibility. And they do everything for you. I might combine some of the things you guys said. I don't need to have something that's the same all the time. You guys see that? I'm going to just say what I really appreciate about the company, but make it all about them. And I might say something like, can you see how having that credibility and the fact that they totally spoil us to death makes it really easy for you to share comfortably and not have to worry about, anybody giving you a bad time because we're professional. Yes. Okay. Just, so you guys get that. All right. So don't forget to ask your questions after each one. And then, may I make a suggestion? Let's you and I get together. Now, sometimes people say, oh my gosh, sign me up. I have had people say that, and I just go, okay, and what am I going to do? Where would you like that shipped? I'm going to go right to the order form. What's your social security number? What credit card would you like to put this on? So don't feel like you always have to go through a big, long presentation. I usually don't. Now, I have also put together, I put this in the Let's Get the Conversation Started Dropbox for you guys, but it's also in the virtual franchise presentations folder on our tools and goodies. And this is just a little cheat sheet. I actually print this out, and I love using this. It's great for one-on-ones. It's great for events. It's great for handouts. You could take this to a networking event. You could use it as a cheat sheet for yourself on what you want to talk about the company. And I put my bullet points on there. You guys are welcome to use mine, but if I were you, I would do your own and put what you like on each of these, okay? And then practice it by giving your experience and then the benefit to them and then asking the question, okay? All right, so this week, I'm going to write out your 5-minute presentation. Okay, what are those things? And, I gave you guys a long version on purpose just so you could see different things. Again, I like to do a long version so that I can remember what it is that I appreciate about the company, the product, the money, the training, okay, all of that. But I don't use all of it when I'm talking to somebody. Do you guys get that? I'm not, and I may, if it's somebody that's really detailed, I may go through, the fact that, gosh, even the product, it's the most medically researched product in the world, which means, that you're never going to have to worry about credibility. You never have to worry about selling it because it is what it is. It's been proven. So I say that to people all the time. So write it out, but then come back and do what I did here and do a bullet point for what you like to share. Just so you have it, so you remember, because I don't want you to memorize it.
Reagan, is that cheat sheet, is that editable? Can you edit that?
I will put one, it's in Pages. I will put it up. If you have a Mac, I can put it in Word too, but you might have to fix it a little bit. Okay, but I will put that up
Thanks.
online. It's called Juice Plus Overview is what it is. And I will, after this call, put that in. Okay, remember features and benefits for them. So remember, it's not all about you and your experience and how great you are. It's about them, what it means to them, okay? And you're not giving too much information. This is just a highlight, okay? You're just giving them a little benefit of the 5 areas of what we do. And make it something that they can't say no to. Okay, so you don't want to put in something like, you know, can you see how this would help? I mean, if they don't have, maybe you're saying something about cancer, they don't even have cancer. You see what I'm saying? So you want to make it relevant to them or to most people. Okay, and here's the thing, you can use just a piece of it. I mean, if you're talking to somebody about the product and you're at a party, maybe you just are talking about the product piece of that. Or if it's somebody that's looking for an extra income, maybe you're just giving them the company and the product and you're not going through the rest of it. Or if it's, you know, you're doing the full 5-minute overview, you can do that. I use this little cheat sheet and I actually give it to people. And when I do interviews for them joining our team, this is what I go through. And they take it home so they can remember too. Okay, so try it out. And for this week, I challenge you guys to do 2 5-minute presentations this week. So what does that mean? That means you're gonna have to get good at asking questions. Maybe you've got some people that you'd like to have join you on your team, and maybe you could just take them out for coffee and say, gosh, you know what? Love to have you just take a 5-minute little peek at what I'm up to. And I know you said that you were kind of looking for something else to do or some extra income, or, you know, I don't know if I could show you a way to generate an additional income stream right alongside what you're doing now. Would that be of interest to you? Let's go for coffee. So you guys can see where I'm using all the stuff we've said, you know, and if it's for you, great. If not, no hard feelings, but gosh, I think you'll love it like me. You know, let's go for coffee. So, and then of course, keep working on your 100 squares by creating interest, opening that up, opening up that conversation so you get to this point. And hopefully we're going to have somebody who gets through their 100 squares so they can get a free conference ticket. But next week we're going to be talking about handling objections, and then we go to conference, and then we're going to start a new series, not the week after conference, but the week after that. Okay, so let me stop the share and open it up for any questions.
I have a question.
Yes.
When you were talking about doing a Zoom party online, will you be the one presenting, or?
Would you like me to?
Yeah, I've never been to anything, and I've never done anything but a one-on-one or a one-on-2 thing. So I've never done but if I could get like 5 people in a room and you do the presentation online.
That was a very good BQQ, by the way. Would you do it for me? Yes, I would.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll try and get my people together and let you know.